Well, how you all going there? Humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough to be doing it too, let's turn that microphone down just a little touch. My goodness, that was an interesting way to kick things off. It's a sunny Sunday afternoon here in Sydney, and I am going to be coming to you live, large and loud as we go through the joyous and fun times of the Tokyo Game Show. We've got two of the best clans in Asia, X-Range, featuring Masayasu, the captain, and Rote Nova under the always reliable leadership of Musukangu. I'm going to be your host for the afternoon's festivities. I can't wait to see a little bit of tanking justice and love. We're waiting on at the moment for a few minor, not technical difficulties or anything along those lines, just for a load up of the teams. While we're waiting, you're going to be looping through this lovely little Jagdpanzer E100 game that I had recently on Vinto Malinovka, and it's going to outline the teams. It's going to drop some love on you there. It's got a lovely little graphic at the start. Goes through the Tokyo Game Show. Gee, I'm excited. I hope you're excited as well. Now, we've got a big season of tournament tanking coming your way. We've got the Twister Cup obviously kicking off very, very soon. We've got the Asia qualifiers, which I'll be going through live, large and loud here on channel. We've got the North American qualifiers. They're in the middle of the European qualifiers. But today, the big news is obviously going to be the Tokyo Game Show. Now, this is an independent event, quite apart from the Twister Cup. It's not related to the Twister Cup. It is, in fact, a completely separate entity. It is, however, top-notch tanking. Now, these are two of the finest and fairest of Japan's clans. XR is absolutely, hands down, a brilliant bunch of human beings. X-Range, I'll be referring to them as XR, and they are favoured, probably the slight favourites to win the whole thing. They are definitely progressed through the group stages pretty well. They actually beat Rote Nova in the group stages, which was, you know, not really a boil over, but then Rote Nova did the hard yards and fought back and absolutely nailed it and get to have their shot at revenge in the final here. So we're all very, very keen on seeing how that progresses, where we end up with that. And at the moment, the odds are probably going a little bit in XR's favour, but Rote Nova are every chance. There's two dogs in it. That's why they play the games. Everyone can be a winner. Now, we're going live out in various formats today. And today's going to be the first time that I've ever streamed on Facebook. Facebook is a brand new and innovative thing that seems to be doing quite well. I hope I help make it go forward. I'm pretty sure it's doing okay without me. But it is going to be the first time that we actually stream on Facebook. So I'll have to mind my language and make sure all my P's and Q's are in the right places. We won't be going to Twitch today. Normally I do double stream to Twitch and YouTube, but I'm restreaming on multiple YouTube channels here. We are on the Facebook page, we are on my YouTube channel, and we are also on the YouTube channel for World of Tanks Blitz itself. And that means that you're going to be seeing a few more people on the stream. You're going to be seeing bigger numbers, and hopefully that we get those big numbers and people get used to it, and we can carry that across into some of the other tournaments that are going on. Just in terms of offline tournaments, I will be going to Vegas to host the Mobile Masters in the States in mid-October. So looking forward to that. But the Twister Cup stuff for the Asia qualifier starts on October 2nd, runs through to October 6th. The North American stuff starts at the end of September. So we've got an absolute bucket load of stuff coming up for tournament tanking. Now, we're still loading the teams up here at the Tokyo Game Show. The atmosphere is electric. You can probably see me. I'm waving from the stage. Inside joke. I won't be playing. Not that I'm not the world's greatest tanker, but I will not be playing, and there is no Discord chat. It will just be me pumping it up and being large, loud, and evaporative because I'm bringing so much heat to the table. As you can see there, I'm running through on screen. There are going to be 3 rounds. First round and the second round will both be on Himmelsdorf, and they will swap spawns, so they'll alternate spawns. If there is in fact a third round, a tiebreaker round, a needed way of breaking the stalemate, then that will be on Castilla. Now that's an interesting one because Himmelsdorf is very much vanilla meat and potatoes. It's an excellent tournament map. It's a map that is very, very much a linear map. You are going up and down, and it is in fact the first time I've ever called Himmelsdorf on in an online tournament for Wargaming. I didn't see any Himmelsdorf at the Twister Cup. We didn't have any Himmelsdorf in the Asia qualifiers last year. So Himmelsdorf being in the round is going to be very, very exciting for me personally. I think Himmelsdorf is an interesting one because tank selection is going to be absolutely massive. We will be streaming large. It's a proper stream. I am going to be having everything pop up on stream in just a second, but you're seeing this overlay, this video at the start, just on a loop while we prep for it. They're going to bring the teams up on stage, introduce them, show them off to the supermodels. I'll probably turn up in Maseratis because, you know, this is a big wargaming event and there's millions of dollars going down into this one. So they'll turn up in matching Maseratis, blues and reds, scream in, do a donut in the car park, pile out, jump on their laptops or iPads, and then just start going hammer and tong. Now, that may be a slight exaggeration as to how things are going to go, but rest assured there will be tanking brilliance, tanking justice, and tanking joy for all. Oh, gee, this guy in the Jagdpan 3100 can really play. Look at him. He's just lighting it up. What a carry monster. Look at the size of his shoulders. Never skips leg day either. That kid has got a future in tank gaming. There's no Twitch. I am not reading Twitch comments. I can't see any comments at the present. Simply put, I am locked into the screen here, ready to pull, ready to call, and desperately waiting for someone to put some teams in the room so I can start talking about them. Because at the moment, we're still waiting on the teams to arrive on stage. So we'll just put up a little bit of a stream preview so people don't get confused. Here we go. The stream is coming. Let's launch Dr. Potato. Here he comes. Here comes the potato. Stream is coming. Oh, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I was originally going to be going away today, but I decided it'd be much more fun to sit here and watch the potato rotate through a Tron-like landscape. There's nothing more exciting than watching the potato just slowly swing backwards and forwards on its axis. Well, that's very, very exciting. JC Ware is keeping things under control in the YouTube chat, and everything is looking absolutely tickety-boo, apart from the fact that we don't have any tanks here yet. Now, it's only 3 rounds, so don't expect a drawn-out, long-winded affair. It should be fairly short, sharp, and heavy, but I'm very interested to see whether we get any mediums at all on the Himmelsdorf map. I would be inclined to think that there are going to be a whole lot of strong armor profile tanks akin to an IS-7 or an E-100 or a Mouse, someone that can hold a corner. Now, I hear that we are still waiting on the teams, and while we're still waiting on the teams, I'll just keep talking. So I'm going to take a few questions here from the YouTube chat. Potato, says Evil Chicken. That's excellent. This is not the Twister Final, and it is not a community organised thing. It is indeed the Tokyo Game Show. Now, some of you might have seen that the Tokyo Game Show camouflage is in the game at the present. That's really what this is all about. The Tokyo Game Show is a big, big event in gaming in Asia. And it's for this reason that there is an offline tournament there run by Wargaming Today. It's going to be on the stage there at the Tokyo Game Show, and it's a way of promoting the game and promoting some of the brilliant team play that you're going to see from a couple of Asia's finest. That is, in fact, a jacket potato. Well spotted there, Uda Yakuma. Okay. The prize for the Tokyo Game Show. Geez, you ask all the right questions, amigo. The prize is that potato. Each person who is at the Tokyo Game Show and is on the winning team wins a potato. I won't be playing a tank. I will, in fact, be playing the role of commentator. This is an online tournament, and I will be streaming and commentating on Very, very good tankers playing. You might know some of the tankers. You can see in the actual stream details, if you look underneath there, you'll see that there is a list of the names of the members of the team. That is pretty much as clear as day that it is not Bushka. Bushka is not in X-Range or Rote Nova. I'll just run you through the teams. X-Range is Masayasu, he is the captain. Then kirihit, Newt, Angelic Howl, who has been around for absolutely ever on the Asia server. And I've seen Angelic Howl many, many times in the past. Flash 447, SHILOLON, and Charlotte. I love these names too, because you have like Masayasu, Angelic Howl, Charlotte, and then right down the bottom of Rote Nova you have Ralph. Thanks for coming, Ralph. Ralph's probably going to be a star. Rote Nova has Musukangu, who is the captain, Alpha 1 Axis, Sattonma and Tetsusabi, Montaki 1, yokoppe, and Ralph, the aforementioned star of Happy Days. Ralph Mouth, can't get enough of the good, good stuff, Ralphie boy. Now, I'm just going to have a quick break here while I put on the stream preview, and let's run some of that Tokyo Game Show video that was obviously top shelf video artwork by someone named Bushka earlier today at the last minute, which is a huge surprise, really big surprise. I'll be right back, team. Don't go anywhere. So the word on the street, guys, is that we have about 5 minutes to go. So in case you were wondering, we have about 5 minutes to go before kickoff. If you have anything important to do, now is the time to do it. If you want to make a sandwich, if you want to make me a cup of coffee, you need to feed the chooks, put the kids in a small room and close the door so they can play the Xbox while you do the important stuff. Now is the time. It's only a couple of minutes to go, boys and girls. Game starts in 5 minutes. Hi, Patrick. Good to see you, mate. Now, we're going to have I'm really excited. I'll tell you why. This, for me, is the start of a huge season. I have 8 online qualifying tournaments to call. I have 4 online qualifying matches to call. I have 4 Twister Cup Asia finals. I have 4 Twister Cup North America finals. And then I go and head off to Minsk and call it live and large in Minsk. But before I do that, I am going to be going to Las Vegas. Now, I was originally going to be doing Las Vegas alone. Now, those of you who watched the Twister Cup finals last year may well realize that I did like a 12-hour marathon stream where I talked like this the whole freaking time and had to basically get a new set of tonsils when I was finished. And playing and doing that on your own for that long can really take it out of you. So Wargaming were good enough to allow me a sidekick for this Vegas event, which is going to be hosted by Amazon. It's the Amazon Mobile Masters. And I was allowed to bring along our very own Snake Eyes. Now, Snake Eyes, you might remember, is the mad Russian who I regularly have to carry on stream and can't play Reaper to save his life. But he will be coming with me to Las Vegas to call the tournament as well. So I'm going to be bouncing off him and talking lots and lots of tank rubbish, and it's going to be a whole lot of giggle and fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And that's going to mark the real start of the Twister Cup season as well, because when we get back from that, things are really going to heat up. It'll be very, very interesting to see this season how big the call-up is from the player base, because obviously we've had a lot of people playing in tournaments, both gold, silver, and bronze, tier 8, tier 10, and there have been people popping along all over the place. Now, I see that we're just starting to get the teams in here at the Tokyo Game Show. I'm going to click the ready button here. I'm just cluing that up. We've got Angelic Howl is in the room. Here we go. We're going to transition across. I'll introduce you to the boys and girls as they pop in. There we have XR on the left. That is Angelic Howl, kirihit, masayasu. On the right, we have Rote Nova. There's musukangu, who is the captain. Yokoppe, he is in the T57 Heavy. Now, this is very, very cool. Angelic Howl is running the M48 pattern. I've actually seen Angelic Howl run the pattern on live on the Asia server, and he kicks 7 shades of butt in that thing. We are seeing 2... okay, now, I don't know if we're going to be playing the old game of who's got what tank, but this could be very, very interesting, because what you often see in these events is people swapping tanks right up until the last moment. Because I, for one, am convinced that yokoppe is not going to be running the tier 1. So, Angelic Howl is pressed ready, and there's a lot of mediums on there, boys and girls. This is like a poker game. Everyone has their hand held very, very tightly to their chest, and yes, very cool. Larcenist is here. The Larcenist, the thief in the light. Hello, ID Larcenist. If you're watching this on YouTube on my channel, you would realize that Larcenist is one of the boys who I ran into in New York at the Twister Cup. He's a very, very cool man. So g'day, Larcenist. Hats off to you and the other boys from ID. So we're all keyed up here. Ooh, 1 minute till start. We're very, very, very interesting. We're still missing 2 from XR, unless they're feeling so confident that they're just going to run it 5-on-7 with a bat chat. Oh, SHILOLON's changed up to the E5. E5 are doing all right on some of those spots on Himmelsdorf. However, it's obviously going to be a very, very tight map. I'm surprised that yokoppe is in the bat chat. I don't think that's going to happen. I've got to be honest with you. I don't see it happening. I'd much rather run a T57 on Himmelsdorf than a bat chat if I was looking for an autoloader. So I would expect them to be being very sneaky and changing that over at the last minute. What these guys are basically trying to do is give themselves a leg up. They're trying to get a little bit of an advantage on the other team, make them think things through and not have an effective strategy until right when we kick off. Right now, the refs tossed the coin up in the air. They've called sides. They know which spawn they're going for. They just don't know what colour jerseys they're going to be wearing. But I can tell you here now, very live, large and loud, because I asked the guys from Wargaming who's wearing what earlier on in the morning, that the guys from XR will be wearing the red and RN will be wearing blue at all times. Just in case you were wondering, that's exactly what's going on. Blue and red. This will actually be my first time commentating in the new training room. So I'm quite excited to see that. And I will be driving the camera myself. So, you know, everyone get excited about that, because me driving a camera is just exciting for everyone. In case you didn't know, at the Twister Cup, I did not drive the camera. At the Twister Cup, in fact, they had a dedicated camera human there who was very, very good at driving the camera and moved me around the place at, you know, at the right kind of pace and style. Still waiting. We're about to go. The horses are in the gate. They're under starters orders. Everyone is very, very excited to be involved. I've got the 1 minute call again. Geez, I'd like to be paid by the hour if that's how long a minute is. Thinking. And still waiting. No one has pressed ready yet from either team. I think Angelic Howl has left the lights on. He's in the car park. He's left his Maserati with the lights turned on in the car park. He's just raced outside. He's turning off the lights. Everyone's having a chuckle. Yep, he's turned the lights off on the Maserati. That's good. Good stuff. Lovely. Lovely work. Still a minute till start. Really? Really? Love it. Can't get enough of it. Gee, you're going to be hearing me doing this a lot in the near future, because basically this is what I do. This is what I do. Do it for a living. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Hi to Sarnimal from Colby Blackford. There you go. Love it. XR is X-Rage. RN is Rote Nova. You'd know that if you'd watched my little my little informational video at the start, which I whipped up on Final Cut Pro. Hang on. I'm receiving word from Matteo Rango, my man on the scene. He is there at the moment. He's rustling and rustling. He's pressing the buttons, pulling the plugs. MC is introducing the commentators and players. I can't. I'm right at the back of the hall in here, so I can't really see what the MC's doing, but he is introducing them. It looks like Angelic Howard's got back. He's turned the lights off on the Maserati. He's ready. Yes, no, absolutely. MC's doing his job. Gee, it was good that they managed to get Rob Thomas from Matchbox 5 to be the MC. Well done, guys. At least that's what he looks like from my seat back here. It could be someone else. He's put on a bit of weight, but I'd recognise that that hairstyle anywhere, mate. A fantastic bloke. Now, or is that Maroon 5 or something? I don't know. I'm not hip. I wasn't hip 10 years ago when they were hip. What's going on? This is the two Japanese clans, the two big Japanese clans. Shout out to Idaho from Von Moofles. Stackle wants to know. Hang on, I'm just going to duck out for some sushi. I'll be right back. There's a great sushi joint right next to the stadium here in Tokyo. Probably about 30,000 people here to see this event. It's going to be a great hit. Lots of press. I think we've got a couple of supermodels in the front row. They're just waving. The most important here today, obviously, is Ral_PH, or Ralph, as we like to call him. Ralph is a little bit of a rock god on the Japanese talk show circuit. Picks up big dollars for motivational speeches. He looks a lot like the guy off Happy Days. Yeah, UQ won it last year. Good point, Benno. UQ did win this thing last year, and it was a big, big event. So there's been a lot of very, very good clans run through this. It is a big event in Japan. I'm not doing face cam. Look, we're going to watch some of the world's finest tanking. You want to break your lens with my head. That is not good. Okay. Still waiting. The word on the street is from my seat right up the back of the auditorium. They've got me set up here at the Tokyo Game Show. I've just got a card table. I've got a glass of water. I've got a notepad, and I've got some binoculars. So I'll be calling it with the binoculars, basically. I couldn't get a seat up close to the front. There's so many hoi polloi, paparazzi, celebrities, big rolling underworld figures, that kind of stuff. Colourful racing identities. I can only get the card table up the back, and they put me up on a couple of eskies, and I've got a great view. So it's going to be fantastic. When does it start? It starts about 21 minutes ago. How about you? How are you going out there? Now, we've currently got 216 watching on this feed. We've got a whole heap of people watching on Facebook, and we've got a lot of people watching on the World of Tanks Blitz YouTube channel. Now, if you are watching there, my name is Bushka on Blitz. I run a Blitz channel. It's chock full of important information. Why don't you go and subscribe to it, like the videos, listen to the podcasts, pop along to the streams. I do streams all the time. You couldn't tell from this, though, because it's about as unprofessional as we get. I am terrible at this. Players are now setting up. I can see the MC is going over the rules. No punches below the belt. That's right, no punches below the belt. If you lose your mouth guard, you've got to stop hitting him. That kind of stuff. Very, very cool. Absolutely spot on. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Yep. What's that? Yeah, of course, the referee is saying Angelic Howell, no roundhouse kicks. Angelic Howell, renowned for knocking someone else with a roundhouse kick in the semi-finals. Can't be doing that, Angelic. Oh, dearie me. They're all just going through the rules now. I can't go to the spud now. We'll give you the spud later. You can have the rolling potato later. Yeah, they wouldn't put me in the VIP. I couldn't get behind the velvet rope. I tried. I walked up. I said, don't you know who I am? I'm really, really important. And they said, no, you're not. Get back on top of your eskies and your card table and use your binoculars, you Australian thug. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely waiting here for the good stuff. I have my word. Matteo, my man in Amsterdam, he is telling me now. He's right up much closer to the action. I don't know who he knows. He must have photographs of someone doing something to somebody because he's right up the front near the action. I can hardly see the stage back here. There's probably 20, 30,000 people between me and the stage. But I'm very tall, guys. It's okay, so I can see right over the top of the heads. I'm quite a large human. XR is X range and RN is Rote Nova. Now you can see there, exactly as we expected, XR have locked in an absolutely huge amount of heavies. And this is the first time in my gaming life I have seen 3 T110E3s locked into a team. Now this is the Himmelsdorf map. There are some big issues with the T110E3. If they roll forward with this T110E3 strategy, if you didn't know, the real weak spot for the T110E3 as you look at them is not the bulbous hatch in the middle, it's the lower viewport to the right. It's really, really easy to pen there. But if you can hide that, my goodness gracious me, is it a tough pen at all times. It's about to go. Very, very exciting. Matteo Rango is telling me. You can probably see Matteo Rango. He's up the front there. He's in the pink suit with the fluorescent yellow bowler hat. He loves dressing for success. Just go up, give him a pat on the back, say, "G'day, Matteo, Bushka sent me," and he'll give you a free show bag. No, they pulled him back from the gate just for a sec. Just for a second. Oh, hang on. I'm downing Sapporos. That's right. That's what I'm drinking. I'm really not. I'm having water. I don't drink at all. In fact, whatever you do, kids, don't drink. It's going to start very, very shortly. Jesus, is exciting. I am building the vibe here, boys and girls. Building the vibe like an absolute monster. Can't wait to see some of you in Las Vegas as well. If you are a little bit excited and you're around the great state of... Oh, we're on! Oh, exciting. Look at that. They have gone 3 E3s. This is massive. Oh, very, very excited here. 3 E3s. Look at the hit point pool. Now, this is going to be the first time we ever see this in action. So we're going to go up there. Oh, wow. Going to get up nice and high, boys and girls. Now, this is very different. Very, very different to the norm. You can see that they're pushing right through into the cap there. Musukangu and SHILOLON are both gone middle cap area for... and look, you can see they're all spotted. We haven't seen the Object 140. Let's go straight back. We're following Raul PH round. Ralphie's pushing hard on the flank. Oh, Musukangu and SHILOLON. They're in the middle. Where's... Oh, very, very interesting. Alpha Access. Oh, we're going back here now. XR Charlotte. He's on the right-hand flank. Ralph's got to be careful. It's going to be coming here. He's only got the one tank in front of him. Does he realise it? Charlotte could be in licorice all sorts here. Going for a cap at A. Ralph's got to cover that one. And the T57 Heavy, Yokoppe, is pushing down. You can see he's called for the cap there. Still hammer and tong in the middle. Only the one down on SHILOLON. He's definitely a target of interest for the boys in... Oh, goodness gracious me. Musukangu, the captain, he's taken one as well. So it's pretty much even Stevens in the middle at the moment. XR Charlotte doing a tough, taking a hit. There's a push coming on. You can see them coming around. I'm going to zoom straight back up here so we can see it from the long range. The 57 Heavy. Oh, they've pushed back. Charlotte's had to go right back and they've taken A. So it's 2 caps to 1 at the moment. XR are down 2 caps to 1 and the actual cap is creeping along nicely. SHILOLON is more or less playing a spoilers game in the middle here. Musukangu's down. The spiritual leader of the boys from RN is out and about. SHILOLON, really, really good job there keeping him lit up. The E3s are paying dividends. They are pushed hard in the heavy right down here. Alpha 1 Access. Well, you know, the E3's got nearly 300 millimeters of pen on its AP rounds. Side scraping in, the mouse. Oh, this is going to be interesting because XR Flash is in a real tight spot here. He needs to make something out of this. T110E4 Tetsusabi still at the back. He's covering the back of Alpha 1 Access so that Newt and Angelic Howe cannot push around. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, we've lost another one. SHILOLON from the middle. He goes down. Montaki takes him. So it's both the boys who went middle or out and about. The hit point pool is definitely in favour of the blue boys. RN Rote Nova are up. Oh, but it's changing. It's changing. Masayasu. The captain of XR. He's got back shots into Rote Nova. Ralph, don't do it to Ralphie. He's in big strife. The next shot, Ralph is out. Oh, ta-ta, Ralph. Great effort, mate. Alpha 1. This is really close now, but the XR boys have got 4 guns on 5. Oh, it's all happening very, very quickly now. He's down. 2 on 4. Alpha 1 is pushing around into Angelic Howe and Newt. The mouses are in the houses. Oh, massive hit there. Alpha 1, he's got too many hit points. He's not going to be able to do much. Doesn't matter, 2 on 5B. It's got about 3,000 DPM, but that's not going to help him now. There's a square off in the middle. The 2 E3s, they had to push. They're on 907. They're getting the decap. That was brilliant tactical play for the boys from Rote Nova. They built pressure through caps and then consistently smashed when they pushed up and down. And they're all in the lava camo, and Wargaming approves. Extra bouncy. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I am doing this on the PC screen, but it is a new and improved set. So let's have a look at the post-game stats. We had 3,000 from Montaki in the E3. We had 3,009 from Masayasu in the E3. So the E3s topped out both sides. But the real heroes there, the punishment those mouses were able to absorb and the close nature of all the action in the middle. Wow, that was really, really cool. So we have a Rote Nova up 1-0 over XR. Exciting times. Just hold with me there for a second, folks. I'm going to try and turn down some of the clutter on the screen. Righto, so how we go with that. That should be better. Hopefully, that will improve things no end for everyone involved. Sorry about that, team. The first one. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay, the first one was simply a bit of an issue with the screen. The window had been downsized, so should be kicking a goal here. Yeah, that's going to be improved. It's going to be much improved. We should see a lot more action now, guys. Sorry about that. That was simply a case of Bushka being a complete and utter noob, but we got that one out of the way. That's the first one, and now we've got another another match to go. That was a huge game for the boys from RN. It was really exciting to see the metas that Himmelsdorf can generate. Lots of odd play there that you don't see in a public match, namely the 2 IS7s to the middle, holding and not conceding that area. And then it was just simply a matter of the RN guys were able to push up really, really slowly, grind out pressure with that cap, and force the guys from XR to actually get things going on. Now, I'm looking through the binoculars at the moment, and we are, in fact, prepping for the second match. Very, very exciting times. Very, very exciting times. Yep. I've changed up the health bars, guys. There is a reason behind that, because the old time training room screen obviously didn't have all that stuff on it. So I wasn't aware of that when we kicked off and did the first game. I didn't have it set up in a big enough screen. I didn't have time to go back out and sort that out because obviously there was a game going on. But now we are totally fixed up and the ratio has just been enlarged. So the next game, you will see a lot more of the screen. Now that's my fault. As a neophyte commentator, I absolutely should have known better than that. So if anyone deserves a hankering for a spankering, it's 2 thumbs to the big bloke in the chair. It's going to be a clean chat and a clean stream from here on in. Smooth sailing, and justice and joy shall be your reward everlasting. Moo. There you go. I am indeed channeling Johnny Tap Nwada Deshan. Now we're just waiting here as they load up the starters. We are very, very close, prepping for the second match. I can see through the binoculars that we indeed have everyone in the gates. Both teams are ready. In fact, they're frothing at the bit. The boys from, yeah, here we go. Can we make it 1-1? That's it. Now we've got some more space. Absolutely fantastic. We're overlooking here the flaming red camo of RN Tetsusabi. We're going to lift this one up, boys and girls, and take it to the air. Here we go. Let's get some perspective up here. We've got the drone. And we seeing any differences here? Well, XR Newt is going straight into the middle with musukangu. And oh, big move here. Angelic Howard's IS7s, 4 IS7s in the middle. And they've caught musukangu completely out of place. It is 4 guns on 1. He is down in the ditch. But this is the story, boys and girls, right here. This is a huge move by XR. X-Range with a really confident move forward. They've put all kinds of hurt in the musukangu. And but the blue guys have already lost one. Oh, Shikangu's down. Montaki's in trouble though. And Newt, oh, Montaki's going. Montaki's going to go. That's him. He's gone. This is absolutely action-packed. 100%, 1 million miles an hour. Can't get enough of it. We have a 2-gun-to-1 lead for the boys from XR. Sattonma is pushing on Kirihit. Kirihit in all kinds of trouble. The boys from XR pushing around in the flank. Alpha 1's going down. Oh, it's now 3-1 down. The boys from XR are absolutely in licorice all sorts. That was a huge move at the start. But he managed to hang on, and he is in fact still kicking Masayasu. How in the world did he stay alive through all of that? They're pushing now. It is 4 guns on 1. Yokoppe is pushing around. He's doing his level best to stay alive. They've got 2 caps. They are up by 400 odd cap points. But those cap points, are they going to be enough? Because the guns, yeah, 2 guns down. 2 guns down. Just the 2 left now. 1 more. Absolutely devastating stuff. Yokoppe, he's gone. XR Flash. Tetsusabi's at the back. The poor old lonely 183. He's going to be the last man unless he can get a whole lot of ammo racks and a whole lot of quick fire tanking. He is going to be in absolute strife. And that looks like the final nail in the coffin. Huge moves there by the boys from XR. Absolutely stunning stuff. They pushed all the way around. Very, very exciting times. They did not muck around at all. And that move at the start across the middle of the open map, whereas before it was 1-on-1 and it was a very, very tough fight. This time out, absolutely no problems whatsoever. They sent 4 IS7s through the middle. Masayasu, Kirihit, Angelic Howe, and Newt all went straight through the guts and ripped up the IS7 from RN. So let's go back to the training room now. Really interesting times there. Absolutely incredible stuff. Let's have a look back here. We're in the training room again. I'm going to click ready, so we are in fact ready to go. Man, that was a hell of a good game. Very, very exciting. Very, very exciting times. The video is in fact a little bit cropped at the top, so let's see if we can't fix that up. Let's transition that across, and there we go. The cropping is all fixed. Tokyo! Tokyo! Whoo! Righto, we're going to have a look here now. They're all ready to go again. We have Montake in the middle. IS7s are all playing a bit possum at the present. Yeah, it was very confusing there, Prathik. They've completely revamped it for this tournament. This is the first time we've used it. There is nothing I can do about it. The red team had blue hit points, and the blue team has red hit points. You weren't the only one that could claim to be confused by that one. We're going to be on Castilla next. I'm just going to let the guys know. And hopefully we can fix that one up in the post-game stats. Yeah, we're going to be on Castilla this time around, boys and girls. Castilla, which should be very, very exciting. Castilla is obviously a very, very different kettle of fish. Very different. The Himmelsdorf map is a complete heavy dominated map. This time out, though, we are going to be looking at a map that has a lot of open spaces, has a very, very hard to cap 3-cap strategy if you're on Supremacy. It is all in all a completely different map and a different gameplay style. So I'll be very, very excited to see exactly how they load up. You can see here we've seen our first Leopard 1 on the right-hand side from RN. We're seeing Angelic Howl from XR doing the business in a 215B. The grills are in there as well. These are all tanks that you would not see in a month of Sundays on Himmelsdorf, where it's corridor fighting and very much the case that you can get pushed and ground under by big tanks like Mouses, E100s, and T110 E3s. Just waiting on musukangu now, and Tetsusabi, the spiritual leader, and his trusty sidekick. Be lovely to see Ralph get up and have a good go too. Lovely to see you out there in the M48, Pat and Ralphie. SHILOLON on the IS4 is thinking about changing up maybe. Doesn't look good with that set of shoes. I'm not too sure what happened there. That's right. Yeah, fixing the colours would be very, very nice indeed. That would be nice. I'd be all for the fixing of the colours. Absolutely. I'm on board with the colour fixing. So hopefully this time out we have that sorted. It's certainly something to look at in the future. There's going to be a lot more tournaments going on, so we'll need to sort that out. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, we're all locked in and loaded on the XR front. SHILOLON, Angelic Howl, Flash 447, masayasu, kirihit, newt, and Charlotte. And on the RN font, we have Montaki, yokoppe, Tetsusabi, sattonma, Ralph, musukangu, the captain, and Alpha 1 Axis. And you can see straight away the big difference in the team makeup. There's tanks there that just would not have handled the muscle and the grind on Himmelsdorf. So we're just going to have to wait and see how that goes. Yeah, I'm very keen to see how it goes as well. We're about to kick off again. Any moment now. As long as I clicked ready. No, absolutely, I clicked ready. All right, here we go. We're clocking and clocking again. There we go. Angelic Howl, 2100. Okay, so we do have the hit point bars are absolutely fixed up now. So that's all good. Now we're going to the, well, musukangu is going to take up a spot in the AMX 50B, basically behind the cap. Now this is a spot that I've made quite... Oh, no, he's pushing straight through and across up towards the A cap. And you can see over there the T110E3 and the FV215B of Angelic Howl and Masayasu are holding there behind the C cap in the spawn. If we can just click over there, which we will, we're going to have a look as the IS7s and the E5s tilt straight through to the A cap. Now, is Ralph going to be able to contest A? That's a big question because they are spread pretty thin across here. Both teams are taking a very, very wide look at things. Let's go straight down to our eye on the ground. Musukangu, the captain of the RN tilt. He's looking up. You can see who's spotted by the light bulbs there. Sattonma, Tetsusabi, plenty of spotted targets at the moment. Tetsusabi's already taken one, and he's moving back. Musukangu's looking to move around. Yokoppe just moving back and forward. No one spotted on the map at the moment. Montaki making a move down low. Angelic Howl, he's still behind there. Tetsusabi. He's working the angles up the top. We've got Sattonma is spotted. And SHILOLON and Newt. So there could be a little bit of a move on here. Newt's pushing around. Is the leopard one of Tetsusabi going to be able to get a shot across? Sattonma is trying to cap B. Big moves. Big moves there. And they've stopped it again. They've reset the cap. He's taking a pounding. Sattonma is taking an absolute pounding in that cap. He's not been able to convert. And we're still uncapped. He is down now to 1,457 hit points. Newt's managed to nut him pretty hard there. But he is spotted at the top and he's taken one for his troubles. Have we got any moves coming on the left? Tetsusabi still just holding strong up there. Angelic Howl and masayasu at the back. Montaki in a spot favoured by Snake. He loves it down there. Gets mean and aggressive. And the IS-7 is great for that. Really hard pen. So he's guarding that mouse. Sattonma thinking about moving back and having a crack. XR Flash unspotted still in the grill. Still unspotted. Everyone but XR Flash is spotted at the moment on the red team. Oh, and Sattonma's just taken a flogging. First man down. Absolute belting. It's all going on the other side. Let's have a look as Ralph moves up. He's looking for shots in the side of Masayasu. And he's taken one for his troubles. Musukangu. He's looking to push up and support. Still a full reload. 12 seconds left from Yokoppe. Ralph, don't do it, Ralph. You're too young. Ralph still holding back there. Tetsusabi is relocating. Oh, here we go. RNL for one. He's going to make the push through the middle. This is where the rubber meets the road right now, boys and girls. They are one down the boys from XR in the tiebreaker, from RN in the tiebreaker, and they are way behind on hit points. They've taken the top area. They've had to give up that flank, but no one's capped anything. These guys are going to go for the kill. Is Charlotte going to move and cap? Or kirihit? No one. Yokoppe is just about out on his feet. He's gone. Another man down. Yokoppe down. They are 2 tanks down. Big strife. Alpha 1 not doing much. Musukangu, he's got to pull something out here. He's a big burst DPM. Montaki's been taken out of it. He's been guarding that spot, but not much happening for him. Ralph, big trouble for Ralphie. He's gone. kirihit, busts on through and nails him. What a shot. Kirihit's hit him through the wall. Absolutely fantastic stuff with that IS-7 gun. Never works for me like that. Montaki, it's all or nothing now. They don't have a cap. They are 3 tanks down. They are 4,500 hit points behind on the scoreboard, and they've got to clear a tank. Tetsusabi's asking for help. He's in the back. They need that gun. Musukangu's getting pushed on. Charlotte's got 1,700 hit points. He can take a full clip and live, and that's what he's planning to do. He's pumping. Musukangu not able to get the gun to bear in the AMX 50B, and he's got to watch out because Newt's coming as well. Oh, this looks all over now. Just too many guns. It's happening really, really quick now for the boys from XR. Unfortunate, really close, tightly held. No one got a cap. Sattonma was so close with that cap. If he had managed to bring that one out, the pressure would have been swinging the other way. But RN weren't capable of doing it. The hit points he lost was just enough to tip the balance. Once they got the mouse, they just started grinding them under one step at a time, and it's exactly what happened. Angelic Howl could go down here. Just looking to hold Tetsusabi. Keeping him stuck. Oh, it's all over. He's got him. Hat tip. Great play by XR. It's a 2-1 win, but it was much, much closer than expected. Lovely stuff. Brilliant win there for the boys from XR. IS-7, Charlotte got up 2,798 damage. The mouse picked up 2,285. Oh, very tightly held. I mean, you can look at those damage numbers. And what about the shot of the day by kirihit, smashing our poor mate Ralph in the M48 straight through the teeth. Absolutely devastating stuff. Very, very tough. Wow, really good stuff there. Thank you so much, everyone who watched that. That was a tough one. Understand that that is a really tough one to deal with for the boys. That was so close, so close, so close. But well done to the winners. XR taking that one out. 2 games to 1 over the boys from RN. Every step of the way was an absolute hard-fought slog and battle. Appreciate everyone who stuck around and watched that. We'll have to do a few things in the future. Yeah, thanks very Vikram Singh. I wasn't aware. It's not dropping any frames from this end, guys. It's not dropping any frames from this end at all. I apologize for that, but there you go. So that's all for me from the Tokyo Game Show. Thank you very much for watching. It was great fun. I really enjoyed that. That was a completely different thing to do. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Just getting some comments now from the winners. They're saying, thanks very much, everyone, for watching. It was amazing having Bushka call our stream. Bushka's been a hero of ours for so long, and he's the inspiration. He's the reason we get up during the day. This is the direct translation from the Japanese. I'm reading off the teleprompter here. Not only is he an energetic and entertaining man, he is also a handsome and essentially full-bodied human being. Well done. That's great. Thanks very much for that. That was the head of the clans there. Just reading that straight off the teleprompter. Fantastic work. I'm really flattered. Thanks very much. Now, that was a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll watch it back. And I'll watch it back, and if there's any chance of improving, and I'll bet there is, we'll see how it goes. Now, I'm just going to check, hold with me here for 1 second, make sure there's no more festivities coming our way. Okay, just checking out here now, guys, making sure that we're okay to close down the stream. Yeah, that was really good fun. I enjoyed it a lot. It was absolutely interesting, I thought, on Himmelsdorf to see the way they worked that and the way they actually pushed down through the middle, and how the second time out, the boys stacked it and really went hard for it, straight through the guts, and put a 4-on-1 IS-7 Schmozzle up in the face. That went very well. XR getting up. What a great game that was. It's fantastic tanking to watch. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely gorgeous to watch. Thank you very much. XR and RN, Rote Nova and X-Rage. Really impressive. I was just totally blown away by the quality of the games and the interesting stats and strats. I'll be very interested to see actually whether the strats hold over from the Asia server that you saw there, the Japanese server, right across through to the Asia Twister Cup and the NA Twister Cup and the Vegas Masters. It will be very interesting to see whether that picks up, in fact. Anyway, I think that's all from me here. I've not been told that I'm allowed to go yet, but they're not broadcasting anything. So, as far as I'm aware, I'm heading off. Look after yourselves, love your work, and until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Or are we done? Are we done? Are you guys done? Are you done? You're done? I think you're done. Are you done? You're done. No? All right, we're out. Rock on, team. Bye-bye.